सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Wonderful, Jeet.
Thank you, ma'am.
A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Radio Baukunj. And yes, you have guessed it right. Our today's program is to commemorate birthday of our second president, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, which has been celebrated as Teachers' Day since 1962.
We proudly say that we from Bhaukun School, under the leadership of Dr. Jinal Joshi, are a part of 100 years old trust Sarva Vidyalaya Kedavani Mandal, a trust which for last 1 century is working effortlessly to enlighten the masses. So, welcome to Radio Bhaukun show, Shakshiyat.
Teachers mold us and awaken our true potential. So we bow all the gurus all over the world. Today we have with us a guru who is a creator of knowledge, a terrific organizer, leading to a path of light.
A person with a dream of bringing change in education, awarded National Award by the Pranab Mukherjee ji, winner of International School Award by British Council, and many more. Her positive aura spreads positive energy all around. So we welcome our guest for today, Mrs. Usha Mani ma'am.
Welcome, ma'am, in Radio Baukunj show Shakshiyat. Very warm welcome to you, ma'am. We are honored to have you here with us.
Wonderful, wonderful.
मैं हमारे दर्शकों को कहना चाहूंगा कि मनी मैम इज द डायरेक्टर ऑफ Nand Vidya Niketan SR School in Jamnagar with more than 35 years of experience in the field of education. Under the leadership, her school won ISA award in 2015 and 2018. The school had won Eco School Award in 2015 from the Ministry of Environment Recognition from NASA and has secured third position in CBSE board in 2018. She is a master trainer for CBSE and British Council and has conducted many workshops to not only empower teachers but students also.
It is said that better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher, and with this noble intention, let us now interact with ma'am, who after all these achievements still take pride in calling herself a learner and has not stopped in her pursuit of knowledge. Ma'am, there is a nice thought. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. But as a student, I long for the time when I will grow up, have a career and can stop learning. However, you still continue to learn. Ma'am, please solve this puzzle as what inspires you to learn even after achieving so much.
Okay. At the outset, I take this opportunity in thanking Chairman Sir, Mr. Vallabhbhai Patel, Director Ma'am, Jinal, Principal Sir, Thomas, and our Headmistress, Neeta Ma'am. Okay. My association with Bhavkunj has been pretty long, very long. I was there probably about 7-8 years ago conducting workshops for teachers. I was so impressed, absolutely impressed by the history of the school. That is what,
Yes.
that burning light is the one that kept this connection going between me and the school. Okay. Recently this year, during the COVID situation, when they wanted a workshop and they were looking around for a workshop for teachers, I had a wonderful session with most of the teachers of your school. And we had a lot of knowledge exchanged. Okay. So that is my association with Buff Coach. You might wonder, why am I saying it with such an awe? मुझे क्यों इसमें इतना प्रसन्नता मिलती है? My Hindi is not very good, so I'm very comfortable in English, but Hindi is not good. But however, I think you can understand, जब दिल की बात होती है ना, it doesn't have to have any kind of language. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Having said that, what I liked about the school was, number one, your simplicity. And moreover, when I came to know that that school is a school wherein Shri Mahatma Gandhi ji was there, had come to your school during his satyagraha time, that made me feel that you're more important than anybody else in the world. For me, that is an alma mater. You have such a profound history. Your school has got such a beautiful history. And you need to be proud. Each and every student of your school must be proud about your school. Every wall, every pillar, every tree, every sapling, and every student must know the history of your school. That is where you will start feeling the pride about the school. Okay. Coming to the question that you've asked, okay, learning never ceases. Okay. I think recently, it is only about a month ago, I finished my exam. Okay. I've acquired about 20 degrees over the years. Right from 1970, I think 83, I joined joined the profession of a teacher. From there to now, there must have been 20 odd degrees that I've secured. Okay, out of which the recent one being I did it from Cambridge. The recent one, that's about, if I say recent as in July. July, I appeared for an exam and got through in flying colors. Prior to that, I did a course in Jan. I completed it in January. That was 2 years course. And that's again, I did it with Symbiosis for life coaching. Okay. So when you look at my profile, you will find that I've been studying and writing exams. Maybe it has become my habit, to be very honest. बहुत अच्छा लगता है, पढ़ने के लिए बहुत अच्छा लगता है. It's like, you're dwelling into that knowledge and then you're swimming in that knowledge and you're just emerging. You just emerge. Okay. Oh my God. There's another new chapter. There's another new thing. There's another new thing. That's what makes me. Okay. So when you are a learner at all time, in fact, I was the oldest in that batch. The batch that I did, I was the oldest. All of them were younger to me, maybe, probably about 30, 35 or, teachers of that nature. And so they did not know whether to call me by name. My classmates were all younger than me. So they did not know whether to call me as Usha or whether should I call her ma'am. How do I address her? But then I said, whatever is comfortable to you, that's what you're going to address me like. Okay. Still, I was a student with them. Okay. I think that is the pleasure that you get being a student. Okay.
Yes.
And to answer the question of Mahima, I don't think you will ever stop studying. There is no stoppage for it. Yes, you get a stopgap and you realize, okay, fine, I've stopped here. Now I need to go further. So you will acquire another degree. Okay. And as you pass along, you need to acquire you need to acquire knowledge, brush up your knowledge, have more of it. That's the reason I keep studying basically. Okay. Now how does it just help me? I know exactly what is happening in the world scenario. Today you ask me, education mein aaj kya ho raha hai? I'm so comfortable because I know what is happening in UK, what's happening in Britain, what's happening in India, how are we going to change the pattern, what are we going to do? So if you're in a particular field, it is very, very essential for you to upgrade your knowledge. It has to be layer after layer, layer after layer. So don't think that, yes, I can stop studying. Maybe that is only a stepping stone to get your job. But if you're in a job and you want to acquire more, you will have to study. There is no, because other than that, there is no escapism. So the more you qualify, better you are. That's the reason. So the passion, as well as to know what exactly is happening in the world around, I keep studying it myself. That's the reason. Right. Probably
Yes,
I would, not be,
Wow.
I would not be in your show otherwise. That's the reason.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how you upgrade yourself?
In every possible way. Upgrade myself. See, when your horizon of knowledge increases, it just goes. Your paradigm also shifts. आपका जो रवैया है, आपकी तौर तरीके हैं, to look at the students in the way that you want to look, everything changes because you are in that frame. Because I'm also a student, you're also a student, so there is no question of difference. So that is where you keep upgrading your knowledge, upgrading your personality, upgrading yourself. So that is where you have to have a goal in life. And when you're focused with your goal, probably that is the way you can upgrade yourself in every possible way. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You're truly right. So, ma'am, you have worked as a teacher, then as a principal, and rose to the position of director. So, how were the challenges you faced as these three stages different from each other?
Let me tell you one thing. There are no stages here. Okay. Because it is only the passion for growth. That's all. The challenge has been that it is not a challenge, it is a situation. I finished that situation, there is another thing waiting for me. So it was never that I demarcated to say that, oh, as a teacher I did this, as a principal I did this, as a director I did this. No, it's a journey. It's a true journey by itself.
Yes.
Okay, so those challenges were there at every stage, probably every day. Okay, like first challenge, as I talked to you about, like in a sense, in a place like Jamnagar, there were hardly any schools, except the 2 schools that you had. Okay, and so then again started working. Well, my God, only 2 schools are there, one for boys and one for girls, and the rest of it is all in the army cantonment. Then what do I do? Okay, so I invite challenge for myself. There is no challenge, but I invite challenges. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, and then again I collect the data. What is it that the place requires? So then I said, okay, Usha, you can really work on this sphere. So that is where I went and approached a couple of people and then started the school. Initially, I was a teacher for 10 years, 10 long years, teaching the 11th and 12th, teaching the higher grade schools. From there, I backed out and then started the school. It started with 200 children. Today, that school has grown up to 3,200 children with 200 teachers. So that is it's a saga. It's a growth. Okay. So as a principal, so today it might be when I go and sit on the chair, then there'll be one particular notice from CBSE saying that, inspection will be there in 1 week's time. It's a challenge. So you start working towards that. So I cannot say that these were the challenges. This is what I had to do. Okay. So every life itself is full of challenge. Life is challenge. Okay. I always remember one word, one thing that I remember is, if Lord Krishna can lift with his little finger the Govardhan Parvat, I can do it the same. So when I have that inspiration in me, probably I don't think anything is a challenge for me, but okay, fine, there's a challenge. You throw the challenge at me, I tell God, throw a challenge at me, I'm there for you to give you another challenge for you to counteract with me. This is the way we work with our schools, inspiration, that's all. That's how, it's a situation, you have to handle the situation, that's it. Yes.
Wow, ma'am, it's really inspiring for all of us.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Ma'am, personally, I also aspire to make my name in education field. So, will you please share what are the qualities one need to inculcate to grow in this field?
First and foremost, you must have the thirst for knowledge. When I say thirst for knowledge, you need to know, in everything you must feel that kind of an awe, awe of learning. Okay. For example, even if I take this spectacle,
Yeah.
I need to look at it from a different angle. Okay. I cannot just say that this is a spectacle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the hinges here? Oh my God, there's a little hinge over here, which is protecting it. See, the kind of enthusiasm is very important. And you know, when I wear these glasses,
Yeah.
it talks about the vision for me. It doesn't talk about my minus degree, minus a plus or minus. It only tells me where can I go? What is my vision in my life? And this is the one that gives me the clarity of vision. It just was here. I'm just talking about it. So everything, for example, even if I take this particular thing, oh my God, how does it work? That kind of an awe must be there in everything. The eager to learn, that's one thing. Patience to exhibit. You have to have the patience. Okay? It's not about learning alone. How do I impart it? How do I teach? How do I, and when you teach, you will have all kinds of people, somebody who understands you, somebody who don't understand you. You will have all kinds of audience before you. So you need to know what is my grade at which I need to teach. Okay. And that is very important as a person. Profound knowledge in that subject. कोई भी subject आप लो, you should have that knowledge in that subject. Knowledge is very important. And I think that is what I would say. And hard work, of course, hard work and dedication always comes along with it. Okay, but determination, dedication, and devotion are the three Maha Mantras for your learning. I wish you all the success. So I think big. You start thinking big. How can I revolutionize the education system? That has to be your goal. And when you start looking at it, you will go, yes, tell me.
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, there is one question from Hardik Nayak. Hardik sir, he's managing all our radio work. His question is, who influenced you to become a teacher?
Oh, that's it's a very, very, very difficult question because it's like you become a teacher. There are two types of teachers. One, you become a teacher out of compulsion. जब घर पे ऐसी होती है कि बस दूसरा कोई काम धंधा मिला नहीं है तो टीचर बन जाओ, ठीक है? So they take it. These are the people who take 9 to 5 jobs, okay, for them. But when you're passionate about teaching, okay, you are a teacher out of conviction. You believe in yourself. Yes, I can be a true teacher. Okay.
Yes.
Who inspired me? There were many people around me who inspired me to become a teacher. I was not a teacher before. Before I got married, I was a public relations officer working for Maruti Udyog. And I just got married and came to a godforsaken place like Jamnagar. Initially, it was out of compulsion, what to do, what not to do. And then, the convent sisters, they chanced upon me and then said, Usha, you speak such fantastic English. Why don't you join the school? That's how I started my journey. Okay. But one person who has really inspired me is my teacher. He's not a teacher to me. Probably I would call him, I don't know what relationship we enjoyed, He's a guru to me. And he was the one who said, Usha, I think the way you are, why don't you do your master's? I'll help you out. He was a professor of English. And the way we used to have teaching classes, like, he used to come home over a cup of tea, both of us used to sit and then discuss Socrates, probably Plato, probably Aristotle, and then maybe he'll sit through for the dinner. And then we used to have, conversations among ourselves. And that particular teacher is someone who I can never forget in my life. But I never wanted to be a teacher then. But when the circumstances came, I realized that this institute, this Jamnagar requires a school. That's when I became a teacher. So this is out of my conviction I became a teacher. Yes. Tell.
That's really, ma'am, very inspiring for me.
So true, ma'am.
Good.
So true.
Yes. Anything else? How do you see yourself?
So,
Okay,
ma'am,
I think there's a question that's coming up. Yes, tell me.
Yes.
Anybody's asking a question, or should I go with a question that's given? Yeah. How do you see yourself as a leader to boost and encourage others to be in front? Okay. Awesome question. Very, very good question that you have asked. Okay. Who is a leader? It is not a person who just stands and, right in front giving command. Okay. If you're the captain of the ship, you've got to be towards the last. If I see my children growing, okay, and when they grow to an extent, and then I'm there at the back of them saying that, well, you can do it. Come on, you will be able to do it. I'm there with you. I think that is what is a true leader. A leader does not mean he has got to hold his banner and then say that I'm a leader, I'll do this, I'll do that. No, none of us can do anything alone. We need to. If you are a leader, all that you need to do is you push your others and say, well, I'm there for you. My hands are there for you. Okay, that is the one. I'll give you a thing here. I've known Neeta ma'am for a very long time. Very, very long time. Okay. When I see her today as a headmistress of this institution, I'm so proud. In fact, it's a nostalgia for me when I see that little girl who grew up along with me and today she's become. So this is what we as leaders look for. So tomorrow if I see Mahima or if I see Deep, in one of the things I'll say, I did meet these children. These are the children whom I met. So that is where I'll feel proud about myself. I think that is what an institution to be. That is a leader. Leader is one who takes the others with you. Okay. So I think that's what I believe should be. Okay. And then Jill has put out a question. How do you approach discipline? What role does it play in learning? Oh my God. Self-discipline. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. When you focus on something, okay, discipline comes automatically. इसके अलग कोई चीज नहीं है. यदि मुझे ऐसा ही कर, मुझे 10 दिन में ये काम पूरा करना है. If I have got, or you say for that matter, Deep, I'm telling you, you have a chapter, okay, in physics, you've got to complete this chapter. So I say that from 2 days I'll have to complete this. So that time what happens? Your focus is so much onto it that the rest of it will be there. It will be like everything will come like a waves around you, behind you, around you, everywhere. But you're focused as a ship that doesn't deter. The radar is there, okay, and you will keep moving on. That is what is the discipline. That's what is discipline. I call that as discipline. It's not about standing in the line and queue and things like that. Discipline comes within you, and then that comes only when you're focused. When you're very much focused in anything that you want to do, you will achieve that, because all the time you're thinking about it. How do I go? How do I do it? What do I do? I'm sure for this little interview also you must have prepared a lot. All of you must have prepared a lot, and prepared and exchange notes, and whatever interview is it going to be. You would have done so many things. That's the focus. Today, if you're comfortable with it, it's because this is your achievement. This is your achievement. And that's how you lead the thing. So I believe that self-discipline has to be there. Okay. Then Hardik Nayak.
So true, ma'am.
Thank you. Very, very. I think
Ma'am,
tell me. I don't know who's talking, but then.
Ma'am, you have a very big and very good experience.
Yes.
I want to ask you that what are your parameters for a good teacher?
Understand your students. Understand your students' needs. That's all. Okay. Once she understands the students.
As
a teacher. Yes, tell me. As a teacher, knowledge. She must have performed. When she goes to the class, it's not that she's teaching a lesson. She's teaching them the life skills. She's making her students to know how this concept will be helpful in her life, in their life. Okay? So she's not, so she has to have the in-depth of knowledge, the way she can deliver it. Above all, she must understand the students. Say, for example, if I walk into the class and I find that my students are not interested in learning that day, have fun. Who says no? When you give half, the students will give the other half. So what happens is there is a kind of a teamwork that goes on. Ma'am, today we will learn. The children themselves will say, today we will learn. I think that kind of a rapport must be there between the teacher and the taught. There has to be fearlessness. The children should
Yes,
not be scared of the teacher. They should respect the teacher, but they need not fear. Ma'am, I did not understand. Now when you say I did not understand, you're not checking my knowledge. आपको समझ में नहीं आया इसलिए आप पूछ रहे हैं मुझे, ठीक है? तो I should take it in that stride.
Yes.
As a teacher, I must say, अरे ये कौन है मुझे पूछने वाली है? Why should she ask me? No, there's no ego. She should drop all her ego out as a teacher. When she sits with her children, she's one among them, and she needs to tell them that yes, I am there for you. And once that rapport is built in, you can have wonderful classes with your children. And I believe a good teacher is one who's always a learner. And when she makes her students her teacher, that's when she has achieved her goal. You teach children must ask questions to the teachers in such a way that the teacher must be able to become, she has to use the knowledge to answer them. That is where a good learning happens. That's what a good teacher requires. Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
Good. Then there is a question from Hardik.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
as a student, some things I easily understand, but some concepts of studying, it's very difficult. I have to make a lot of efforts, but I have seen my friends getting disappointed and even skipping the topics when they are not able to grasp it. So how can I encourage them, and honestly admitting myself also, so not to give up?
See, okay. Let me take one example with you. What game do you play, beta? What game do you play, Deep?
Basketball, ma'am.
Basketball, ma'am.
You also in the basketball, okay? Do you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
matches? Do you have matches?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You do have matches, okay? Do you always win?
No.
Does your team
No,
always
ma'am.
win? No.
No,
Am
ma'am.
I right? Sometimes it loses, sometimes it gains. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's the same philosophy in your studies also. Okay, there are some chapters which are very difficult. Okay, very difficult for you to comprehend.
Yes.
Okay, maybe एक बार पढ़ने से नहीं मिलेगा, दो बार पढ़ने से शायद थोड़ा understanding आएगा, third time पढ़ने से it will be easy for you. Okay, and so you once तभी आपको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि मैं इसको give up कर लूँ. Okay, अरे ये बहुत difficult है यार, so इसको skip करके जा, because that difficulty is going to come at a, it is the difficulty level is there always. Am I right? So every
Yes,
time you
ma'am.
can't be a
Yes, ma'am.
winner. Every time it is not a cakewalk. So you will have to analyze. आपको analyze करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, ये topic मेरे लिए थोड़ा difficult है. Where at what time do I study? Okay, fine यार.
Yeah.
शाम को मेरा time नहीं है, बराबर नहीं है. शाम के time में तो बस there is so much of distraction. So let me take it up in the morning. Okay, maybe morning hours, or you are a late night reader. Sit up at night and then start working only with that chapter, that portion. Don't take the whole chapter. Take bit by bit.
Yes.
20 minutes. See, 20 minutes is the understanding capacity of us, of our brain. That 20 minutes you learn. Okay? Leave it, make your notes. Then you teach it to yourself. Fine, I'm comfortable now. Then maybe you want to take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. Come back again. Sit with that chapter. So that chapter may take you another 3 days or 4 days to study. But if you take chunk by chunk, you know, and then you learn it, you can really do wonders. It's a question of having the enthusiasm to learn. I'll give you this example.
Yeah.
The last exam that I wrote was with Cambridge. Okay. One of the, I think I tell you, I've appeared almost about 20 exams, but this particular course was so difficult. It was directly, the teachers were from Cambridge. And as I said, I'm the oldest. However, the course was so tough, so tough. You can't ask questions. I was studying 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day. 1 to 8 used to be the class in the afternoon. It starts at 1 in the afternoon. It used to go on up to 8 o'clock. Then again, I used to sit at 9 o'clock for my assignment. 3 in the morning, I used to complete my assignment. What I mean to say is,
Wow.
because you've got to submit it the next day. 12 o'clock, you would be there. Before 12, if it doesn't go, you will be given minus marking. So the tension was so much,
Yes.
the stress was so much. Sometimes I felt like giving it up. I said, why the hell am I doing? मैं किसके लिए कर रही हूँ अभी? Then I said, no, I cannot, because I want to know what is there in the content. So I continued the course only for that, to know how can I teach. So what I mean to say, my dear children, is giving up is very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
But you will not,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
will not get it back again.
Hmm.
थोड़ा तकलीफ होगा, I know, but take it in chunk by chunk and learn. You will be able to do it well, and you can tell your friends also the same. Yes, Deep. Does it?
Yes, sir.
Does
Thank
it
you so much,
satisfy
ma'am. Now I will work like that.
That's
Yes,
it.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
आज मुझे पढ़ना नहीं है, ये चैप्टर मुझे दिमाग में नहीं जा रहा है, घुसता नहीं है, बस छोड़ दो. Don't rack your brain on that.
Yes.
But the time
Okay.
when your brain is just asking you to study, sit there and study there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I also have one similar question, that please share some tips with which we can make boring topics interesting.
Oh yeah, very interesting question. Who decides whether it is boring?
We
Yeah.
only, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Topic is always given to you. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Why is it boring? Why does it become boring?
Because we don't like to learn it, or
You do not like.
Yes.
Say, for example, and why does that happen? Why does
because
that
we
happen?
didn't understand. We don't understand
What
that
did you
topic.
And the
What did you-
concept.
Problem वहाँ है. Okay, it's that concept you did not understand, and you built your wall on that. Okay, so when it comes to the higher classes, you will find that,
Yes.
oh my God, this is something that I didn't want, but I'm learning. I'm not able to understand. Am I right? Okay. So what
Yes,
should you
ma'am.
do?
Yes, sir.
Concepts has to be made very, very clear. Okay. Once you understand the concept, okay, it's again like playing any instrument. Okay? जहाँ सुर है, जहाँ ताल है, जहाँ it will be a flow, and you need to have that. Okay. For example, when you read about an eye, let us say your biology teacher comes to the class and she says, today we're going to open the topic of, anatomy, and we're going to read about our eye. Okay. I
Yes.
always tell my children, feel the chapter. You feel the chapter. When you start looking at the chapter with your heart, you will understand them better. You need to learn things with your heart. Okay. A periodic table I'm learning. Okay. This is something it's my God, imagine this much the person has worked, the scientist has worked so much on this particular table. My God, it's mind boggling. Okay. See the combinations. How could he? So if you start admiring things and you feel the concept, okay, then automatically the interest is created. Okay. There are certain interests that has been created,
Yes,
certain
ma'am.
interests that drop down. Okay. So why does it happen? It's because of the way we emerge. कैसे हम जैसे जैसे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं तभी आपकी understanding भी अलग अलग होता जाएगा. So that is where it is. So you need to feel there is nothing called a boring chapter. A chapter is a chapter. That's all. It's a way we look at it. कभी ऐसे जैसे होता है ना, कभी half full होता है, half empty होता है glass. Am I right? So the way you look
Yes,
at
sir.
things, perception. How do you perceive? Okay. आप flight में जाते हो तो this whole town will look so small, miniature, like a thing. But when you go
Yes, sir.
ground level, it's big. That is the kind of awe that you must have for your. Yes. Have I satisfied your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. मैम अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I will not think that this topic is very boring or something like that.
I'm learning about my eye. My God, it's something like a camera. My God, imagine the way the eye shuts,
Yes,
the way. So all this must create. So when you put your, see, किसी में भी आप emotion डालोगे ना, वो अपने आप का छू जाता है. आपको एक क्वेश्चन पता, आप कितने सारे मूवीज देखते हैं, कितने सारे मूवीज देखते हैं, पर एक मूवी आपको क्यों? क्योंकि मूवी बहुत अच्छा है. 3 Idiots बहुत अच्छा लगा आपको. क्यों लगा?
Yes,
क्योंकि उस पे जो आपकी प्रतिबिंब को आप देखते हैं. You are able to see your emotional connection with them. So when you connect yourself with the topic, you will find it very amazing and amusing. And that is what has to come. That is a teacher's job to create. We are not learning about an eye. I'm learning about your eye. We are learning about our heart. We are learning about our internal system. So you can imagine, my God, what is the profound function of a heart here? Non-stop. You're talking about 24/7. It is ceaselessly, it's working till you die.
Yes.
And this is the one and only organ which can function even when it is taken out and kept. Can you believe that?
Yes.
That is the way. So you can imagine. So if you start looking at it with an awe, admiration, adoration, then you will find everything very amusing. That is where the creativity comes. That's where your innovation will come. So you need to know your mind. You need to know your mind. My God. See the way the clock is ticking. That's the way my heart is also ticking. This sort of association has to be there. Okay. It's something like, having a good food and you're relishing that food. It has to be the same. Yes.
Ma'am, we both are bio student and it will really very useful for us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, there is one question from Harsh Shar that nowadays to learn a particular subject, there are many options available like YouTube, online subscription, etc. Still, what are the things apart from subject which teacher can teach or student can learn, which remain with students throughout their lifetime?
Yeah, very good question. A question that, okay, when I talk about, see, knowledge cannot be changed. Okay, knowledge is there. Content of the knowledge is there. Okay, it's the way we project it. No, कभी YouTube में आता है, कभी online में आता है, कभी teacher पढ़ाते हैं. All things are there. Okay, that's only a tool to represent the knowledge. Okay, and then where does the teacher come in? Okay, now if you have to work this thing, you can have all these knowledge. Okay, but the teacher is the one who's going to guide them to say that, well, you have so much of information, because today it is it's a matter of information. You don't need a teacher at all. It is so much flooded with information. But आपको यदि आप बैठोगे कि कौन सा बुक में से क्या रेफरेंस करूं, ये बुक में से करूं, वो बुक में से करूं, वहां से करूं, या गूगल से देख लूं, you've got so much of thing. That is where, she is like a gardener. A teacher is like a gardener. Okay, she will water the plant as much water that is needed. She will manure the plant as much as it is needed. Okay, and she will prune the plants. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि उसके बीच में काफी weeds आ जाते हैं, उस सबको अलग, कभी तुम्हारा मन भटक जाता है. Okay, आप लोग तो youngsters हैं. It is going to happen. It is but natural. Okay, आजकल test है, but then your mind is not working because you're thinking about someone. At that point of time, what do? It's only a teacher who can really guide you. But listen, Deep, this is your final exam. Okay, you need to focus here. You need to be there with us. So what happens is, she is like just as I said, she's just a gardener, and then she just gives a little finger for her to walk along. So without that emotional bonding जो है, वो कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. Emotional bonding is very essential for you students, especially you students. You need that emotional bonding, and it's only a teacher can give. And all teachers must have this emotion. If there are teachers without emotions, They are not teachers, they are cheaters. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope I've answered this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
One more
Yes.
question. Yes.
Yes.
Tell me.
Ma'am, it is said that always seek knowledge. Then why are we always forced to score marks? How is my percentage reflection of my knowledge? And what do you feel, ma'am, is more important, marks or knowledge?
Very good question. Very challenging question, of course. Okay. बेटे समझो कि अभी महिमा तुम्हारे लिए बुखार है. ओके, अभी बुखार है, आपको ऐसे ऐसे कर रहे तो अरे 100 होगा, ओके 110 होगा, 98 होगा. मम्मी आके ऐसा देख रही है, फिर बोल रही है अरे महिमा तुम्हारा बुखार है अभी तो. हाँ मम्मी थोड़ा आई एम फीलिंग बॉडी एक. ओके, तो आप क्या करते हो? What will you do? Okay, you want a measurement. Okay, you want a measurement.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so mummy बोलती है thermometer लेके आओ. Immediately she puts it under your tongue, and then the reading shows 100 or whatever it is. Okay, that is what is the marks like. Okay, you will have knowledge. Knowledge is understanding.
Yes.
It is understanding. Okay, it is understanding, it is creating, everything comes under knowledge. Okay, but how do I know that you have assimilated? आप लोगों को, मुझे कैसा पता लगेगा कि आपके ना, why should I know? Okay, why should you, for example, you yourself, how would you know? Okay, how would you know that I've got 100-degree temperature unless I have the thermometer?
Yes.
Similarly, the marks will tell you. The marks are not for your parents, not for your teachers, not for anybody else. It's for you. Okay? It is only a kind of a measurement. Like for example, आप गाड़ी में जा रही है, 400 kilometers में मैं I will reach Khadi. I've started now, so I know exactly how much to go. If I don't know, if I don't have that measurement,
Yes.
I will be driving along. Okay, 1 घंटे में मुझे यहाँ तक पहुंचना है, राजकोट तक पहुंचना है, राजकोट से मुझे वहां जाना है. So I have a course of measurement everywhere. Okay, and that is not for anybody else, that is for you. आपके लिए है. यदि मुझे इस सब्जेक्ट में 80 मिला, okay, कहाँ मेरा दिक्कत, गलती कहाँ है? ये क्वेश्चन में अरे यार ये silly mistake I did. If I had done this, so what happens? You are able to understand your own mistakes. Had that not been any marks,
Yes.
okay, let's say that there's no marks at
Yes.
all. Let's have it. I'll deal with you also. Okay, in your way. There is no marks. There is no such thing. Okay, you have understood well. He's doing fairly well. He's doing much better. Okay, fine. But how much? So the marks or the scores are for you to understand where exactly you are. आपका तीर कहाँ जा रहा है? Okay.
Yes.
So that is where it is. It's not about I have to get yes. We have given so much of importance for marks and scores. It's beyond our capacity. But all said and done, marks are just, as I said, it is a kind of a barometer or a thermometer which exactly tells you where you are. Okay. Compass है आपके पास, north, east, south, west. जब तक आपको वो डायरेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा, आपको पता नहीं लगेगा कहाँ शिप को मैं कौन सा डायरेक्शन पे लेके जाता हूँ.
Yes.
So you need to have that kind
Yes,
of parameter. It's only a temperature barometer for you to know where exactly you are. So do I have more temperature or in a normal stage or whatever it is? So that is where you will have to work on your system. So don't it's not an undue force. Okay. कहाँ गलती है उसको मैं कैसे सुधार सकती हूँ, दैट इज इट. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, उसको कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट्स में ले लिया है, इसके लिए आधा मार्क्स उसने टीचर ने आधा मार्क्स ज्यादा डाल दिया, मुझे दैट इज मायने नहीं रखती, वो सब मायने नहीं रखती. मे बी दीप वुड हैव गॉट हाफ अ मार्क मोर देन यू एंड यू मस्ट हैव रिटन द सेम थिंग बट स्टिल यू वुड हैव गॉट लेस. ओके, इट्स नॉट अबाउट दैट. It's about for you to tell me why is it that I've got 8 out of 10, where have I lost those 2 marks, Is it my fault? Yes, it is my fault. What should I, how should I improve? It is a scale for your improvement. I believe that is what is marking. I always believe that, you know, I'm one particular teacher who believes that students should correct their own paper. Students should correct their own paper. Why? Because you know where you have made mistakes. You're not to show it to the world around to say that I got 10 out of 10. It is not that. Have I understood the concept clearly? Okay. And among you, you must set the papers. It's not like when you all are talking among each other. You set the paper for Deep. Deep will set the paper for you. Both of you exchange your papers and write the papers and see where you are. That will tell you exactly the quality, because you both understand the same language, because both of you are students.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is that. There is no need for somebody else to tell you that, oh my God. So that 95 if I've got, and then I have lost out on that 5, where is it that I have made the mistake? It's not about to saying that why Deep got 100, I got only 95. No, it is not that. 95 को मुझे सुधार के 100 में लेके आना है. That is why I believe in scores and marks. Okay? Yeah.
हाँ जी मैम.
Yes, sir.
So, ma'am, we have heard about your engagement in civic awareness initiatives like saying no to plastic, keeping our city clean, Swachh Bharat, tourism of Jamnagar, wearing helmets, and so on. So, ma'am, what drives you to be involved with these initiatives?
I think I need another 3 hours to explain this to you, to be very honest. I think what I always believe that, you know, God has given me one beautiful life, beta. भगवान ने मुझे क्यों बनाया पता नहीं है, but I mean I'm in this world. God has given me one life. In this life, if I don't do something where I can be a catalyst for a change, my life is futile. इसका मतलब ही नहीं है, उसका कोई मायने नहीं रखता है. Okay? I think probably I've seen my father has been one of the role model for me in this particular thing, because my father used to be, you know, an activist. I come from that kind of a clan, you know. यदि मेरा देखेंगे तो मेरे family में काफी लोग, they're all, you know, patriots and things like that. So, but then, having said that, for me that has become the passion. Okay, I always, when I see something wrong, I always believe that we must be there as a catalyst to change. Who else can change? If I don't take it up, if you don't take it up, who else will do it? Okay, I think that burning spirit must be there in you. Be the change that you want to see. Yes, I'm an admirer. I'm not saying a follower. I'm an admirer of Gandhiji. And if one man can really turn the world, okay, at least this little thing I can do. So with that passion, I start doing everything. Today it looks like, okay, fine, there is this problem. People are not wearing helmet. And being a teacher, that is the advantage of a teacher. She's got one whole battalion with her, whole army with her, a class of 24. Okay, she must be teaching about 200 students. She influences those 200 students in a day. She's responsible for changing the minds of 200. See, she gets, let us say that I get about 4 periods. Okay, in each class there are about 40 students. Okay, how many lives have I touched? 160 students in that 4.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I can change, and imagine when I stand up in the assembly hall and talk to 3,200 students, there will be at least 200 students who will know me.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
And that is what is needed. That becomes the culture of the school. Everybody starts thinking in that direction. Okay? Ours is actually litter free. Litter free, matlab, kahin bhi you will not find anything in the papers littered here and there. Pick up the paper is the kind of things that we develop. I'll give you an example here. Okay. You will find me. I'm like a scavenger. Like a scavenger. Wherever I go, I'll pick up. If there is a bits of papers lying on the floor, I'll immediately pick it up. So seeing me, my teachers will pick up. Seeing me, my students used to pick up.
Yes.
Okay? Hey, ma'am, we'll do it. Okay? They know. Ma'am, she's coming to the ground. That means the ground has to be clean. Okay? And they'll all
Yes.
pick up immediately like a bumblebee, all of them will.
Yes, ma'am.
It was one occasion when my school had participated in a basketball competition, and then no, cricket. It was a cricket competition between another school. Okay, they had gone. Our school lost terribly. Okay, but the principal, the children came back crying, and then they said that, ma'am, we lost. Okay, they came back. I get a call from the principal. He says, your school won. I said, क्या बात कर रहे सर? अभी बच्चे लोग आके बोल रहे कि they have lost, but they won the hearts of our school children. I said, how? Ma'am, you won't believe, your school children, when they came, they saw that there were lots of papers that were littered on the ground. On their own, they went and picked it up and put everything into its place and then put it in the garbage bin, and then they started their games. So he's told me that I did not worry about the trophy that they did not win, but the way you've tutored your children, the way you've nurtured your children, that talks of volume, ma'am. That really talks of volume. And that is what
Yes,
is the legacy that you need to have, you know? Yeah. Okay, yes.
So true, ma'am.
I think these are things.
Ma'am,
You should feel proud about your school. And when you feel proud about your school, automatically things will fall into its place.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mahima. Anything else?
So, ma'am, here is a question from Jinal, ma'am.
Yeah, Jinal,
Question
okay.
from Jinal, ma'am. We all know she is our director. She is always there for us. She always motivates us. So she wants to ask that how being an educationist help raise your own children and family.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a good question that she's asked. Yes, balancing between home and home and profession is difficult, very difficult.
Yes.
Because sometimes the home is very demanding, and the school is also equally demanding. You will come across that kind of a situation, and then you really don't know what to do, kind of a thing. But I think today I feel very proud because when I see my children grown up, I have got 4 grandchildren. When I see my son and my daughter, they are all well settled in their own thing. And the way they are bringing up their children. I know that मैंने जो seed लगाया है, it is really shaped. Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
every now and then, this is an answer to answering Gina's question. Okay. One thing I used to do is, I think maybe that has worked for me. The sense, if I have a commitment, let us say I have a commitment in my school. As a director, I would have had some commitment. I believe in discussing it with my children. So maybe my daughter will be there, my son, but I'll make it a point that lunch is with them. Lunch may not be with them. Dinner is always with them. We have a dinner time. All of us are there during the dinner time.
Yes.
Come what may, come what may.
Yes, ma'am.
The children will wait for me. I will wait for them. It is that. Okay. During the dinner time, I would always put out this to tell them that, listen, for another 3 days, I'm going to be extremely busy because this. And I'd always ask them, what do you think I should do? Okay. So at that point of time, my daughter may say this and my son may say that. And then I just tell them, okay, fine. Okay. I will make a balance here. Okay. I'll come for lunch today. Probably I'll come for lunch today. And then, so this sort of a balancing act has to be done when you're balancing between home and your profession.
Yes,
Okay. And children start understanding. Over a time, children will understand,
So
okay,
true.
mama is not doing it deliberately. Okay. Initially, it might look, when they are in the 5th or 4th standard, it might look that we are neglecting our children. But as they grow along and when you start becoming like a companion, okay. In fact, you can be at home 24/7, still your children may not be very close to you. But here, when you divide your work
Yes.
between home and a thing, probably that is the
Yes.
best gift that you can give it to your children. And that you can see when they are grown up and when they are bringing up their children, you see your replica there, and then you're able to understand, well, this is how it is, okay? They also learn to live in that fashion. I hope I have answered Gina's question. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For example,
Yes.
I'll tell you, this happens even the other way around. We had the annual day, and I was having the annual day. My daughter was in her, she was it was a delivery due time, okay? And then she said, it's one more week, Mama, don't worry. Probably in another week's time, I'll be delivering. So you don't worry about, you finish your annual day and then you come. Okay. She was in Mumbai then.
Yes.
And that I'm just walking to the podium, and then I'm getting the call to say that she's in pain, and then, she wants Mama and she's missing. Now, this is a kind of a situation like you're there and you're not there. I felt very guilty. I said, oh my God, what do I do now? Should I continue or should I leave? What has to happen? Okay. But incidentally, what happened was my director, that is the company director, he said, Usha ma'am, today you complete this, take the same flight and go. I will take over from you and then conduct it the next day. So because we had 2 days of annual, the second day was conducted by him. What I mean to say is, when you are passionate about it, there are people, they'll come and help you out in this kind of situation. Yes.
Yes, sir. So true.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what.
So, ma'am, I wanted to tell all my viewers that Money Ma'am is awarded by National Award by the President of India, late Sri Pranav Mukherjee ji, in 2016. So, International School Award by British Council, Woman of the Year in 2015, awarded by Department of Police, Jamnagar, are just few of them. So, I want to ask that we are not able to control our excitement when we meet any dignitaries. And you got an opportunity to stand in front of president of our country. So, ma'am, will you explain that feeling with us?
Oh yeah, it was. My God, it was amazing. It was, what an arrangement. What a immaculate. Immaculate is not the word. Everything was so perfectly organized. And then you were given all kinds of rehearsals and so on. But I tell you. You are given the 20 seconds, you're just walking along the podium, and Pranavji would, the president would stand up, and then you're there, and then you receive the award. Okay. And then maybe that split second, and maybe if he feels like asking you a question, he may ask you, he may not ask you, whatever it is. Okay. And then you walk through. And then, the photographers are all focusing on you. There'll be 101 cameras just flashing lights on you, and you're supposed to expect it to look at the camera and then just move on. Okay. And the minute they called my name itself, butterflies were just, it was a very unusual feeling. So but then from the distance, from the from the entry to that of the place where the president was giving the award, it's quite a bit of a walk, just walk through the podium.
Yes.
As I was just walking along the stage, believe you, why is he the first man of our country? I only understood on that particular day. I'm walking in, and he's just giving the award to me, and he's asking me about the work that I did. For a minute, I was frozen. I said, my God, it's not just he's handing over the prize. He's just handing over it. Mrs. Mani, you are from Gujarat. I said, yes. And then he said, your work on the subject of inclusive education is commendable. For a minute, I was frozen. I said, my God, there were so many participants, so many of us. Yes. How does he remember? How does he remember the work? So they come so prepared. How does he prepare? Like between 10 participants, there'll be one break. Okay. And in that break, he goes and sits. And then he can have a cup of tea or sip a little bit of water. And at that time, there is a screen that goes in front of him, wherein all our achievements are being said. And believe it, 10 of us are walking, one behind the other, one behind the other. Okay. And whichever captures his mind, he would ask you questions. And I was one of the fortunate one. I think that moment was, I said, that is why this man is the first man of our country. Okay. It is that kind of a, I don't know, it's an X-ray memory or whatever you call it. Within that short span, he was able to skim through and then ask you questions on what project that I did. I think it was amazing. It was amazing. So I forgot to look at the camera, and I was just looking at him only. And meanwhile, the other participant had to come. What I mean to say is, these are all golden moments that can never be repeated again. And it was one of the proudest moments. And we have that evening. We have dinner with the president, and it was it was amazing. Like, you could meet every dignitary there, and you could have what. More than this is one person whom I was impressed. The other one was with my acquaintance with Kiran Bedi. That was also very, very amazing.
Yes.
I just had an opportunity to be with her. What a firing lady she was. The fire in her, I could just see the fire in her, and had the opportunity to be with her and then talk to her and then be with her again. I think I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be with these people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
That's really
That
great,
must
ma'am.
be so amazing.
ma'am,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, what are your hobbies or interests other than teaching?
Oh yeah, don't ask me. I think I'm. Everything is a hobby for me. Like, literally, I'll sit in. Sometimes I have a cup of a tea and then sit out in the, like a baby. I'll sit around in the balcony and then wave out to people that were there. And then sometimes I may sing. Most of the time, many would hear me singing in between. And then I dance. I do dance. So I just have few steps here and there. And then I read a lot. I do read a lot, and if I precisely what I talk about, I have interest in many things, to be very honest. So it's not that I have one particular thing, but then when I feel like, sometimes when I get in the kitchen, I sing songs, and then I just keep, it's not humming alone. I sing so loudly that my husband has to come and tell me, can you just control your voice? I'm doing my work here. So to that extent, I'm one of those crazy women here. So you don't have, so that's it.
Ma'am, which is your favorite song?
Song? Oh my God, there are so many. Which one? There are so many of them. So many of them. And if you're looking at a song particular per se, one song which I had written, which became the school anthem, and that is something that has really inspired me. That was out of inspiration I wrote that song, and that became. And there were lots of mistakes in Hindi, of course, and the Hindi teacher had to correct that. But then otherwise I think that is one song that I always sing when I am in distress. I am in distress. That's how it is.
Ma'am, you wrote that in Hindi?
I wrote it in Hindi. Of course, I'm not very comfortable with E ki matra, wo ki matra, ye sab artha nahi hai. So I had to give it to my Hindi teacher to edit it. And then that became our anthem, school anthem. And today the children sing that song as a school anthem.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's about
so, ma'am, now
how difficulties come in your life. That is the song all about. It's about how the difficulties keep coming in your life. But then like it can come like waves and avalanches, and then it can come in any form. Okay. But then I think your determination has to really take through. So that's a song all about, or a couple of verses I wrote on that. I knew that this was coming. I think. But then that is how the thing is. One question here by one, let me just take in here. Madam, what is your biggest weakness being a leader? Okay, a very good question by Bene Elsin. Okay.
Yes.
Biggest weakness, if you ask me, what do I, as a leader, okay, I'm not a partial one. There's a very different, it's like, yeah, sometimes I may get angry, but then it's on situations I get angry, not on that person. That could be one of my weaknesses, I would say, as a leader. This thing. Then there's one more question by Shivananjali. Shivananjali, yes. Okay, ma'am, all of us students want to achieve something in life, but there are and will be times when we get distracted, feel like giving up. What should we do? Okay. As I said, okay. Life is full of challenges, beta. Okay. It's not an easy saying, but it is always the way we look at life. Okay. You will get distracted. Okay. especially at this age of yours, okay, you will have so many distractions. Smallest thing, even if, for example, even if you look at a particular, a girl walking and you think certain, you'll have butterflies in your stomach, okay? It happens. It's but natural. But you always have to remind yourself about the goal. मेरा goal क्या है, मेरे ध्येय क्या है, मेरा focus क्या है, okay? Okay, I always believe that we're all like Arjuna, okay? When did Bhagavad Gita come? It's only when Arjuna was confused. Arjuna has come from one of the greatest university, okay? And one of the best teachers, Guru Dronacharya, okay? Under that thing. And he learned everything that he had to learn. There was no test for him. Just to that extent, he was so focused.
Yeah.
What happened to him when he came to the battlefield? All of a sudden, he was frozen. And he didn't want to fight. Am I right? And it was at that point of time, Krishna had to tell him that, listen, you're born for this particular cause, and so you don't get distracted. So there is an Arjuna in all of us. That is what I call it as depression. When Arjuna went through that phase, he says, my throat is parched. I can't see. My head is reeling. I don't know what to do. Okay? That is a condition of Arjuna. Most of us are like that. When certain times, especially when you're sitting in the examination hall, you might go through this kind of a fear. Okay? It's at that time you need a guru to take you along. Okay? Focus on what you need to do. You can get distracted. As I said, you feel like singing a song, get out and then sing a song, come back. Okay? And then sit with your studies. Sit with your studies because your focus is on the studies, not on the movie. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I think so. If you prioritize, learn to prioritize your life, this question of Shivanjali, I would be taking it this way. But there'll be time when you get distracted. You may feel like giving it up. Maths is something that I can't do. I will not be able to do. I want to give it up. Okay?
Yes.
Why? Because you have not worked in your earlier years. Okay? So, pull yourself back.
Yes.
And say, what is my aim in my life? What is it I want to do? So once you have that in your thing, automatically you will get everything in its place. Okay? What should you do then? Then you get back to your gears and say, okay, fine. Let me just chill it out here. Let me just chill it out. Okay?
Yes.
And that's how you just get back to your thing and learn it with an O. I think this is the way I can just answer her question. So if there are any questions, my dear children, I will leave my mail ID with your institution. Anytime.
Yes.
You haven't asked about. You did ask me about the civic awareness. I did answer it in a way, but right now, the focus on my life is I've taken on teaching children of your age group. Okay, we are about 5 or 6 of us who are all retired teachers who are all at the age of 60 above. And what I have done is we have formed into a consortium, we have formed into a group, and we are teaching online teaching to those children who do not have any kinds of wherewithal. When I'm saying that when they are there in the poorest strata of society, we are teaching those children. We are formed into a thing. And so today it will be English, tomorrow it will be math. So we are teaching that to the children. We have picked up those children from the government schools. And we are teaching those top 5 children from each and every government school, putting them into this thing, and we are teaching it for free. This has been the service to the society. As I said, God has given me one beautiful life. I don't want to waste it. मुश्किलें तो आएगी, आने दो. But सागर में तो लहरें भी होती है. तूफान उठने दो. हमें झुकना नहीं, कभी ये नहीं करना. That is what this life is all about. Yeah. Thank you for being. Anytime, my dear children, you want me to come and address you one of these days, just ask for it. I will be there with you. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Pleasure talking to you all. Mahima, I like the way you asked all the questions. Deep, I like the way you did the introspection and then you had come with all your data complete. I think both of you as a team, you did work well. There are so many people who have really asked me so many questions. I'm so proud of your children. Anytime,
Yes.
any help from my end, I'm there to help you out. That's it. Thank you.
Ma'am, I want to end this by a thought. A teacher plants the seed of knowledge, sprinkles them with love, and patiently nurtures their growth to produce tomorrow's dream. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us.
Yeah.
It's really pleasure to have a conversation with you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Love you, dear.
We are very much thankful to our school management, our chairman sir, Sardar sir, our director Jinal ma'am, and our principal sir for providing such a great opportunities to us. We are equally thankful to all the teachers, students, and viewers also for joining us. And so once again, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more informative and interesting programs only on your favorite Radio Baukunj. And happy Teachers Day.
Wow. What a way to celebrate a Teacher's Day. Salute to you all. Salute to you all. That's the spirit. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Yes. Thank you.
Jai. Thank you so much,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So may I log out?
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, sweethearts. Any